Alex.
Oh, so that was really cool. That was kind of like 19. Oh, wait, yeah. Ding, ding, dong, dong.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Nikki B.
And I have titties because I forgot to wear my shirt. And I was gonna wear my shirt today, but I didn't.
We'll start out with our weekly recaps.
Weekly recap. Go ahead, Nikki B.
We started getting tips at the dispensary.
That is amazing.
Oh, it was
Love
super
that
amazing
for you.
because if it even just goes the way the first week did.
So when did the tip thing start?
I think it started for everybody last Monday. So it started for me on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Well, I might be able to live off my tips and keep my check in my bank. Let's just put it that way.
Would that not be amazing?
So then I can get all this work done in my car. And then I can get my vacation paid for probably next month.
And then when Lynn moves to Boca Raton, Florida at her retirement, you can just do whatever you want to the house. I'm just saying you could transport this into a room. Well, the Punk Unicorns room, potentially. But there have to be some sort of comfortable place for me to sleep in case I decide that I want to run away from my responsibilities for about 7 months.
We can get a Murphy bed. I've always wanted to be the owner of a Murphy
right.
bed.
You know what? Like the Murphy beds back in the day, that was
cool.
like so sexy. Like you would just like lean up against the wall and be like, and that fucker would fall down. And oh my
like
God, that would, panties would drop everywhere.
You're like, oh my God, Janice, he had a Murphy bed.
A Murphy bed. That's high rolling. You better stay with him, Veronica.
Space.
It does. It really does. Bless him, soul.
Yeah. Let's see what else happened. Not a whole lot. I'm just enjoying some free time. Yesterday was nice. I took 2 naps.
Didn't get to nap yesterday. I haven't been napping. It's
That's
been a
bad.
travesty.
Well, I think they changed the chemtrail recipe. So
I think so.
Everybody
because that
is
one's looking a little thick.
Wouldn't it look kind of like when you turn your head, it's like a
Looks
weird
like
bedazzle.
That thing from Beetlejuice that comes out of the sand.
Oh, the sandworm. Yeah, there's a sandworm in the sky right now. I was at a local feeding trough yesterday.
Was it good?
Yes, it was very good. I was able to get a steak and eat a bunch of chicken wings, and they were really good.
Anything else interesting happen while you were there, Nikki B?
I'm taking a bite, and I keep hearing this woman go, Punk Unicorns podcast behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Someone's actually talking about our podcast in public. And I hear her go, yeah, I can't wait to see Kat and Nikki B. And I'm like, I had to turn around. I was like, who the fuck is this? You know me, like, this is the second time this week that someone's
right,
in public.
Second time.
From the pod.
From the pod.
Not even from the dispo, from the pod. But anyway, it was, the
Miss
Amy. Yeah.
Miss Amy Rindell, the maker of our shirts. And I did,
I think her son, was that her son? Tall kid, teenager?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, that's her boy. That's her son.
They were going to help somebody move, so they was getting their food on.
Yes, I miss go. For me, being somebody that had bariatric surgery, I hate going to buffets, but by God, every once in a while I will splurge and go to the Golden Corral, even though, number one, I know I can't eat a whole lot.
But you can take your stuff home now. It says,
oh, you can.
They said they'll put it in a to-go container, and you just have to weigh it, just like the to-go people. So, like, if you want to get a big-ass plate of everything you love, do it. Because you just pay another I know it sucks, but I'd be like...
Oh, right. You do have to pay a little bit extra, but it's not a whole lot if you're already in there. Okay.
Yeah, so at least you're not wasting it.
That's a good thing.
Right?
So, my week... Again, cheer, cheer, cheer.
Oh my God, in this heat. Ooh.
But Sunday...
Oh, yeah. We forgot to do that.
Sunday, we had a game in... Wait for it. Brace yourself. Springfield, Ohio.
Ooh.
We did not order any Kit Kats or hot dogs there, let me tell you, because you heard the rumors that DJT told on the thingy, and we will just touch on that respectfully, but not so much. I didn't see one kitty cat in Springfield, nor did I see a dog, but then again, I didn't visit any of the concession stands.
First off, we all know that it'd be the meth billies eating those cats and not foreign people.
Right, they've been eating them motherfuckers for 137 years. It is not the Hershans.
In Springfield, let's get this straight, y'all. And we ain't being mean. This is just from me interacting with Springfield.
Our personal experience. So don't even try to fucking sit there and spin it, because this is our personal opinion or Nick's personal opinion.
Right.
If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it.
Right.
But
Springfield is trash. Okay. I've been there before. There is no nice part of it. The one nice part of it is actually a subdivision called Northridge. Okay. So when you talk about Northridge and Springfield,
it's like
the nice part of Springfield. Or
it's
Enid.
like apples and maggots.
Yeah, Enid's the nice part of Springfield, and that's saying a lot.
Well, and my experience with the field would be that of my dead gay brother in my cabinet, the individual in which
Who's a
he
squirrel
was
right now, hanging out with us.
probably. He dated this fella for several years that lived out there in one of the mobile home facilities.
Some of those are so scary.
Now, if I remember correctly, his wasn't necessarily.
His was not the one near Route 40, and so you get off Route 4, and it comes right in, and you go under 70, and it's right before that. So you make a left, you go under the highway. There's a big bar and pizza place.
Out there. Is there like a speedway right there by it?
No, this one I'm talking about is in the.
Is it off a main highway? Is there a main highway running in front of it?
Ish, but it's like off of a country road that never got converted to a city road.
Yeah,
but
see, I can't remember. Like, I would, the one time that I had went into that mobile home facility, it was like 4 in the fucking morning, and my brother and his ex.
For bed.
Well, no, not at that trailer park. It was a hopping at that time. There's only so much you can do when you're awake. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
They're out there blow drying the roof with the.
Now they know we're doing a podcast at the facility that takes the trash.
Oh yeah.
We can pause now.
Oh, can we?
You told me that.
Oh yeah. And even if we couldn't.
We can. Hold up.
Okay.
Pause.
Oh my god, that was weird. Like, I felt like we just got paused for a few minutes.
We got abducted by aliens from outside space.
Or from right pad. I think they're just at right pad.
I forget what we was even speaking about.
We did our weekly recunts.
Oh, okay. And then, cheer. We were talking about cheer. So cheer, in which you pay $350 for your kids to not get to keep their uniforms. You have to pay for pictures. Oh yeah.
It's that much for the little ones. I can understand high school.
No, it's $350 a piece. Now, my neighbor made a very valid point. She's like, "You mean I paid $350 for my neighbor to teach my daughter cheer?" Basically, yes.
Because you could have done that all summer long.
And the thing is you pay this amount. They don't get to keep the uniforms. They get into the games for free, but even coaches I still have to pay to get into the games. Right. And then when the pictures are done and the pictures come in, you have to pay for the pictures if you want any pictures. And then you have the winter workout outfits. If you want those, you got to buy those. Do
your girls transfer
and all of
into basketball for the season too? Or is that a different cheerleading squad?
It's a different cheerleading. We're strictly football.
Oh, because see, I think when I went to Butler, most of the same girls did each sport. I feel like basketball had the same cheer. I might be wrong. I know basketball definitely had winter guard.
It's definitely, we're definitely strictly football. But yeah, all of the coaches volunteer their time. Coach Chelsea and I have done so many things for our team, you know, and we pay out of pocket. Like, we don't.
That's crazy. My cousin,
it baffled me.
He ran a football league. I can only imagine the costs incurred.
And my thing is this is my first year being involved in something like this. So for me, I'm like in the land of what the fuck right now. Like, what? $350 and
what's it gonna be like when they get to junior high?
Like, yeah, what are we getting for this $350? What are we actually getting?
$20 worth of free football tickets.
Not even, because, you know, we get more than...
That's so different from when we went to school.
It makes me sit there and be like, where does that money go? What are we using it for?
To run the concession stands. They use it to run the concessions.
And I can understand that too, and I can appreciate a portion of that going there. But the girls don't even get to keep their fucking uniforms.
Do they have a banquet for them at the end of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I've never done this before, and everybody
better be like chicken tenders.
Well, what do you wear? Do you dress in do I dress in a fucking ball gown, a cocktail dress, pasties? What? Like, what do you wear?
I think you need a 1980s horror movie prom dress.
Oh, with like the puffy sleeves and the shoulder pads.
Right, and the different levels of curly hair, like poofed out.
That I can do.
Like maybe even from the movie, what's it called, Prom Night? There was,
there was maybe Prom Night. What, a horror movie?
Yeah, there was one when we were born, and then there was one a few years later called Prom Night 2.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the incubator.
Or something, Mary Sue.
Mary Sue got married. Some shit like that.
I remember that movie.
So anyway, Sunday we played Springfield, and the girls were you could tell that the girls were just like over it. And it was okay. We were over it too. And we had planned on having yesterday, we have practice Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we had already planned on Monday being like a goof off day and with the girls and everything. So when we left the game on Sunday, the girls were under the impression that I was grumpy with them.
Grumpy.
I'm like, y'all could have done so much better. Wait till you get to practice tomorrow. I'm going to put bricks on your backs and make you do push-ups. I can't believe y'all just tired, falling. I was just laying it on really thick because I knew... It would
last
make it night,
much sweeter when they actually got there.
So the girls get there, and we set them all up and everything. And I had this cheer, and I played it for them. And it was basically saying, "Hey, we're not having practice today. We're gonna goof off." So they were all excited. We painted on little 8x10 canvases. They got to paint using the school colors. And then after that, they had pizza.
Where'd you guys get pizza from?
Little Caesars.
I was going to say, did you get classic pizza?
Oh my God, I love classic pizza.
I know. Everybody loves classic pizza in Huber
Heights, Ohio. On Taylorsville Road. We are not getting paid for this commercial, but damn, their shit is good.
You know,
I think they have a mashed potato pizza, if I'm not mistaken.
They might.
I've made mashed potato pizza before, and it's, oh my God, now I'm going to go make it when I get home.
My aunt, her husband is the one that started Classic Pizza.
Really?
So, quick backstory on that. Classic Pizza was originally part of the Christie's family restaurants. Okay, there was Christie's Alpine Inn, there was Christie's Pizza, and then there was Christie's Classic Pizza.
I remember that.
And then he split off. my aunt's husband, split off from them and started his own chain. Well, his own, he didn't have more than one, but he started his own restaurant and just called it Classic Pizza. And that's why they used to have all the fun, like, classic 50s pictures everywhere.
Yes,
which are all now in his garage. He did leave some of them with the building, though. And the menu really has not changed. They still have the Burger Witch. They still have all the great pizzas. They had a couple new pizzas. I feel like they even had a Reuben pizza, maybe. Like, they really...
That does sound like...
They branched out.
That sounds so good.
But yeah,
I
go
saw
eat classic
commercial
pizza, you guys.
Reuben.
It's delicious. Still.
Now I want a Reuben.
I worked there in high school for a short minute.
Oh, before I forget, so we got our pictures back. This is for Namie and Polly. This is for them. So this is for Uncle Nicky B.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, the black and white one. And she looked kind of punk in that
That's
one.
why I said.
I like that.
And then check that out. Oh my God, that's so cute. You guys want to see me and my daughter in the chair? I look very svelte.
Yeah, you look so mainstream. Like, I'm waiting for you to be like, go Jesus! Wow!
Yeah, don't hold your breath that you be meeting the motherfucker. Because, you know, look at that. Look at my baby. Isn't she perfect? Just like her mother. See, this shirt cuts me in the right areas. That is all smoke and mirrors, baby, because you know my ass is fat.
That's hot. Yeah, they were like, they run it through a filtering machine now.
Well, you know what? At first, I was looking at it, and I'm like, where the hell are my tattoos at?
Did they edit them out?
I thought they edited them out, and the thing is no, they didn't, because you can see part of Caden's tattoo right there. Because I was like, hold on, did they fucking take off my tattoos? But they did not take off my tattoos. But yeah, that's for Namie and Wally P. So, yesterday, my friend Regina took me to pick my husband up from work.
Regina!
And Regina became a superhero.
She did, y'all.
So as we were turning onto this busy street, Regina slams on her brakes and says, "Oh my God, is that a kitten in the street?" I turn, I look in my rear view and see a white truck coming towards the little kitten in the street. And I say, "Oh my goodness, please don't hit the little kitty in the street. I believe it's still alive." So I get out the car, right? And I'm looking down, and I go down to grab this cat, and then 3/4 of the way down, I'm like, "Oh fuck, bitch, you allergic." So I said, "Regina, come get this cat. It's still alive." Regina comes, she picks up the kitty cat, puts it in a blanket, and off we go to our veterinarian. So I called them. We're on their way. I said, "Listen, we're on our way, me and Regina. And we're bringing this pussy cat we just found in the middle of the street. We saved its life. It's bleeding from somewhere. We don't know where, but we're on our way." And she says, "All right, girl, we'll be ready." So we get there. Again, I tell you, I am allergic to the little kitty cats. So we walk in there, and guess what else is in there? Another kitty cat, and the receptionist got a kitty cat in her tits. And I'm like,
okay, that part bugs me. She cannot breastfeed kittens.
I think it was the body warmth thing.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a baby.
Okay, I was about to be like, you cannot breastfeed kittens if you're a human.
So I'm sure some bitches have tried. So I hope that fucking kitten bit their fucking titty nipples off. Right. Sickos. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so
morons.
So my eyes are starting to itch already, right? And so here comes the doctor, and the doctor's looking at the cat. We find out that the cat has, the bleeding is coming from its chin. She's looking the cat over. She's like, "The cat looks good."
The bleeding is coming from the upstairs bedroom.
"It's a female." Yeah, it's a female. And so we name it Regina Joe. And it pisses all over the floor. And she's like, "Well, that looks good." And so it's going to it went to a rescue to be bottle fed and all that other good stuff. And
was it an all gay rescue? Like
I
they
hope.
only take gay cats?
I hope so, because I believe she was a lesbian. So we we're standing there, and there's a lady sitting in the waiting room, and she's got her two googly-eyed, fluffy fucking dogs. I don't know. The dog's eyeballs were like this, and it's
ew, those ones where like if you hit it too hard, the eyes will pop out. Like,
I don't know, Nick. I don't hit dog. Oh, like hit it with a car?
yeah, or just like in general, like pick it up or spank it, and its eyes just pop out. What do they call it?
Fucking animal abuse, Nick. Moving on. Anyway, the googly-eyed dogs.
Don't hit it.
Don't hit them dogs. Good God, don't walk them in Springfield. Anyway, I digress. So the dogs are sitting there, and I look over at Regina, and I was like, Regina, I'm having an allergic reaction to these fucking cats. This woman with her bougie dogs takes her briefcase of a fucking, or not briefcase, suitcase of a purse, plops it on her lap, and she
Like
starts
one of those
digging.
carpetbagger briefcase,
Yes!
like big gigantic purses.
And she's digging in there, and all I hear is bottles rolling, pill bottles and pills rolling, and I'm like, I'm good, thank you. She's like, you need some Benadryl, and I'm like, I will fall asleep standing here, I'm good.
It's okay, Mrs. CVS.
Right, and I'm not gonna take. This is not the first time somebody's offered me random shit out of their purse. I didn't take it the first
don't
time.
ever offer me anything.
I'm not going to take it the second time. So she pulls out, she's like, I think I got some allergy. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm fine. And then she pulls this bottle out and she goes, I have gas pills. And I look over at her and I was like.
Like Gas X?
No, she said, I think maybe she did say Gas X, but I'm pretty sure she said gas pills. Because when I looked over and I looked at the bottle, I'm like, that bottle is from the fucking veterinarian that we're at right now. Those are dog gas pills. And that's not going to help with my fucking eyeballs and my lungs going shut.
You're lucky she didn't hand you a bottle of ivermectin.
Like, lady, I'm okay. If I need something, I'll go to the Walgreens or the Sevis.
Sevis?
Or if there's a Rite Aid.
A Rite Aid?
I mean,
they all closed.
They all closed
because of Kroger.
So we talked about that. And honestly, if you don't like either presidential candidate, vote for the punk unicorns.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
We will be omnipotent.
We will goth up the White House. There will be gargoyles in the fucking Rose Garden.
For real, we will paint the White House black.
And pink.
With dark gray shutters. And a black roof. And we will get those really expensive roses that are like the darkest purple you can get.
Yes. There's a hair on my titty, dear Nikki, dear Nikki.
Robert Smith will be on our cabinet.
Who's that? Is that a famous person? Because
listen,
the reason why I say that is because I had a stepdad by that name. He is deceased. I won't say anything bad about him because I love my brother, but God, I hated the son of a bitch. Go ahead, what?
It's Robert Smith from The Cure.
Oh my God! I just thought it was a random name you made up, and I'm like, why would you just go there?
And then we can have the surviving members of Skinny Puppy. They can be on the cabinet too. Maybe even Rammstein. You're like, I don't got any of those.
Right, I was like, can I get subtitles?
You heard all three of those at the asylum back in the day.
I found this video, or I should say, this video found me. Okay, because I'm responsible for what pops up on my For You page, and why this popped up, I don't know.
It was Taylor Swift, wasn't it?
No, it's that video that I was telling you about yesterday that I want to show you live to get your reaction.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you what this is, but then I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to show Nikki B the video, and we're going to watch his reaction, because I don't think that's exactly where his brain is going to go when he actually sees this video, because it's not where my brain went. So apparently,
I hope it's moose knuckle or gray sweatpants related.
You could maybe correlate it to the gray sweatpants in some instance. I'm just not sure. So I saw this realistic Halloween mask. And it is a transforming mask that is like animatronic.
Well, that's creepy. Like the Daft Punk helmet?
No.
Or like next level?
No, like... Well, let me just show you, Nick. It is this animatronic mask is supposed to be transforming into a werewolf. Okay?
Oh, I can already get where this is going because the mouth has got to pop out. Okay. It's not going to look as funny as the American Werewolf in Paris transformation.
I gotta find it throughout all of our fucking AI pictures.
Which actually was like one of the best werewolf transformations ever. Do you know that guy that did that became the werewolf, who was also in Fright Night? Do you know he did gay porn after that?
Oh, that's what usually happens.
I mean, it was kind of, whatever, but he did a lot of gay porn after that. He had a whole career.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, that's kind of creepy already, because it looks like a lot like the 80s version.
Do you hear that? That wasn't the end of a TikTok. That was Nick getting a boner.
It's very creepy because first off,
it's so realistic, right?
It's very realistic.
It looks like a dead person. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you guys. Werewolves in London. Dun dun. Watch this, guys. Here, let me make sure there's no
glur.
No glur on there. Look at this guy. Watch him. Watch his mouth. Now you see where Nikki B's mind went. That's exactly where my mind went. That's why I was like, I gotta show him this live and in person. Yep.
That's awesome.
That right there, buddy, that's boner bait. Nick.
He would nose fuck you.
Why don't you get on the interwebs and see what we have on our survey while I do our weekly gaze across the garage to see what we're promoting this week.
Okay, so we did a couple surveys.
We shall be in.
The one we liked the best was, what's up? Survey time. Your answers will be used on the pod. What was the worst freakout you have witnessed in a retail restaurant setting? Well, this one got a lot of feedback. Let's see.
Fuck!
Shit, Ted.
Can't use those.
Yeah, just rolled across the doorway. Okay, here's a good one. This one came from Jay. While working DoorDash during COVID, I stopped at the Pilot gas station off 123 exit of 75 to fill up and get some coffee, when this guy in front of me was yelling for the two people working against 20 other people to hurry up. Finally, I had enough of him and I said, man, if you want to go faster, there's an application. Why don't you apply? The whole place got quiet. And
love that.
Jay got their coffee for free. That's pretty fucking awesome. We all wish there were more people like Jay.
Thank you, Jay,
for speaking up for retail workers.
Absolutely.
If you ever see a retail worker or restaurant worker getting shit on, always tell the people doing it to fuck off. Because the workers can't. They're not allowed to.
Right. I just want to say briefly, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because it's a Debbie Downer topic, but my birth mother is in her final days right now. And one of the top things that I will always admire about her was she always could feel an emotion from someone and know exactly what to do. We were at the Golden Corral one time when she was in town. It was me, her, my pops, stepdad, and I think my husband was with us. I can't remember. But my pops had just got a large settlement, and so they had a.
Was it J.G. Wentworth?
No.
I know everyone out there is singing the song in their head right now.
Anyway, so the waitress that was with us, that was waiting on us, my mom just, I guess she was putting down a vibe, and my mom picked it up, and I could feel something going on over my shoulder, and I look over, and my mom's like holding her hand and talking to her, and just and you could see the woman's, her personality, her actions just completely changed. And mom come back and sit down, and she said, something told me I needed to go give her $50. And I was like, wow, Mom, it was really awesome of you. And that's a trait that I get from her. She didn't raise me, and we didn't have the best relationship, but I do appreciate the wonderful things that I got from her. And that was one of those things, to be able to empathize with people and be able to pick up on a situation. And that woman had a really shit day, and I can't even remember what all was going on, but there was so much going on in that $50. This was about 10 years ago, so that $50 went a long way. And, that's one thing that I will always think about, when it comes to my birth mother. So.
Empathy is a big deal.
It is. I get a lot of things, and I'm her twin. So I'll see her every time I look in the mirror, and every time I help someone or volunteer my time to help someone, that's my mother.
I would love to.
'Cause my dad would need to get paid for the shit.
I would love to win the lottery. I know, just so I could have all my bills paid. But I would still work. I would volunteer.
Absolutely.
When I wasn't on vacation, I would spend all my time at Have a Gay Day. I would literally donate all my time to them, at least 40 hours a week when
Absolutely.
I wasn't vacationing.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to go down that path, but it put me into that space, and like I said, we were surprised Mom made it through the weekend, so that's where we're at, and that just made me think of that story, so I wanted to share it.
So this one was kind of like, wow! So, this one is about a known bully in Paintsville, Kentucky. Like, everybody in town know who this evil asshole is, okay? And it was good. This is my friend Kayla, and she said, about a month ago, I was at work, which was the BP in Paintsville. A very nasty man comes in. He is always smart-ass jerk, and not to mention very nasty and sexual to all the women I've seen him encounter. He comes in being his usual rude and arrogant self, and me, being 7 months pregnant, just decided I wasn't going to have his attitude this day, and decided to match his energy and be rude right back to him. Like,
girl.
I know, right? Like, I'm glad she did it, full of all them hormones. Well, it turns out this asshole can dish it out, but he can't take it.
Never can.
Nope. Some words were exchanged, and he didn't like me calling him out for his behavior, and decides he's going to show me who is boss. Oh, he's a big man.
Me not like it when women make me looky like woman too.
Right? And mind you, Kayla isn't, like, she is not a gigantic person, okay? She's not like super duper tiny, but she's a little person. And so she don't give a shit about how big this dude is.
Right.
And she's like, he's over 6 foot tall and pretty husky. He can't handle being treated the way he treats others. And this is where it gets fucked up. He decides to knock everything off the counters, almost knocking it all onto her, and another customer, and yelling for Kayla to come outside and fight him, threatening the life of her unborn child and her own life, just calling her the nastiest names he could think of. Like, he legit wanted to get in a fight with someone who was 7 months pregnant, y'all.
And my 7-month pregnant ass would have found the best thing that wasn't tied down and whooped his fucking ass.
Well, she is awesome because she puts him on blast.
Baby, you are a better woman than I.
For real. That's some good shit because We've got his picture on here. We've got
Are you getting decorations out?
No, we're doing our podcast right now. You're okay. And so right here we've got. Okay, here we go. He refused to leave the store even though every employee is imploring him to get out of the store. He continues to go on about he's gonna beat her ass and make her miscarry.
Oh, see, now that is a verbal threat of murder. Bitch.
I know,
I want to go. If I had a rewind button,
Paintsville is only 2 hours from here.
I know it is. Where is? Oh, you're making me anxious.
Right, like, because it keeps going, and she couldn't help but get amused at how he was acting. He kept getting more and more angry, and she wasn't acting the way he wanted. You know.
Good girl.
She weighed 115 pounds pregnant, you guys.
Wow.
The cops were called, they made him leave, and he is permanently banned from the store. He even tried to argue with the police and yell at them, but they shut him down real quick. I was informed he has a business in Paintsville, a construction business. A20 is the name of the business. His name is David Brown. He's always riding around on a Harley or in his work truck. But everyone knows him, and they don't have a single nice thing to say about him. I'd be shocked if anything was ever said nice about the dude. So basically, just wanted to warn everybody about this guy.
David Brown from Paintsville, Kentucky.
Yeah. And there's not a whole lot of them, because, you know, I had to go and look after she posted this.
Wow, dude. Your mom must be real fucking proud.
Right. And then she took it a step further.
No, is that him?
Yeah, she posted his picture.
Shut your whole fucking mouth.
Yeah,
I don't have my glass.
Look, he looks like Timu J.D. Vance. Who already looked like Timu J.D. Vance, but doesn't he? Look at them eyes. Like,
he does. He looks like J.D. Vance got stung by a bee and his face swelled up. It does. He looks like he's having a bee reaction.
Oh, I love it. That's so fun. Oh, God. Kayla.
Girl.
That's what you do to bullies. Put them on blast.
You abso-freaking-lutely.
Because I guarantee if he tried to drive up on her valley.
I had my son, who's 16 and a half, had a bully, right? And this bully kept telling him, oh, I'm going to find your house and I'm going to whoop your ass. He would go up and down the streets in our town, take pictures of houses, and post them online. Cameron, is this your house? I'm going to whoop your ass. And I'm like, bitch, you are doxing people now. And none of the houses were ours. And so I told my son, I was like, do you know where he lives? No. Well, what's his last name? Told me. Took me 3 fucking seconds. Found out where he lived. A couple blocks over. Same guy from last week with a cigarette in his mouth. So I find his address, said, Cameron, get in the car. And he's like, where are we going? I said, you about to go get that ass whooping he's been trying to give you for the last 2 fucking weeks. So we went to the house. First time we went there, nobody answered the door. I don't think anybody was home.
They were shocked that y'all
But there was, across the way, there was about 8 construction workers working on the street. And I'm knocking on the door. And of course, they don't have like a Ring doorbell or anything. And I'm like, hello, my son's here for his ass whooping. I'm like, don't fucking ignore me. I'll come to your house. And then these construction workers are like, yeah. And I'm like, don't worry, motherfucker. I'll be back. I'll be back when I see cars in the driveway. And that's exactly what I did. I waited till there was cars in the driveway. Come back, knocked on the door. The mother come to the door. And I was like, I'll say, Bubba. I said, where's Bubba at? He's not here. I said, well, you better call him because he's been trying to whoop my son's ass for 2 weeks. Posting pictures of people's houses looking for our house. I said, I just kind of Googled you guys, found your house, figured I'd save him the trip. And she's like, huh? Well, he's a 14-year-old kid. I said, yeah, that's playing adult games by putting people's houses online, saying, hey, Cameron, is this your house?
What happens when he gets the PTSD-ridden vet house who shoots him for being in his fucking yard?
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? Like you can say the same thing about me just randomly knocking on somebody's door, but if I go out defending my fucking kid,
That's one thing
I will not fuck around with. Like, don't fuck with my kids because I will fuck with you. And you will not like the way I fuck. Well, you won't. Anyway, I digress, not so respectfully. But yeah, she was like, I said, he's playing these games. I said, he's been posting all these pictures trying to whoop my son's ass. I said, he's been posting the wrong houses the whole time. Therefore, I just kind of rolled up on yours. So,
imagine if
she's like,
their
he's
cousin
not
or
home.
friend shows them a picture like, hey, some kid's outside your house posting your house online.
Right, yeah, they wouldn't like that. And so she's like, well, he's not here. I was like, well, you better get him on the phone. Because I ain't got a whole lot of time for this ass whooping. I said, my son's got homework. Buddy, I don't fucking care, dude. Do not fuck with my kids. Do not fuck with my grandkids, or you will see a side of me that don't nobody ever want to see again.
My cousin, like, she's like that friend that's like a cousin.
Yeah.
Amy, when she was younger, her sister would always get in trouble. So she'd have to go fight for her sister. Well, her mom didn't fuck around either. She'd be like, come on, Amy. We gotta go beat some bitch up for your sister. Yep. And Amy walk up, knock on the door. And you know how Northridge is. Them girls come out ready to fight.
They're already... They're born like this. That's how my baby picture is.
They take their shirts off. They're like out there fighting so you don't have nothing.
Gone.
Yeah, it's like down.
Earrings out, yep.
She never got in trouble, though.
That's good.
But, because that's a pretty normal thing in Northridge. That's the way it is around there.
That's just the way it is.
Okay, so we got one more. This one's a nice long one. I can't remember if I want her first one or second one. I'm going to say the first one. Because the other one was not big enough. Okay, so this is Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Hi, Renee. We love Renee. She's a fan too. Last year, at BK, Christmas Eve, mind you, they're open on Christmas Eve, y'all. So kudos to those people that worked. I hope they got bonuses. Full dining room. A couple entered and sat down, but never got in line. Okay, that right there. That's like, to me, like, okay, you're dumb for whatever happens to you next. Renee was running drive-thru and trying to expedite the orders, which is really good. Renee has since gotten a promotion twice since then. And
we see you, Renee.
They were out in the dining room for 20 minutes. Came up and started screaming. They never got their order. So Renee got the manager on duty. And the man was screaming he didn't get his order at this time. We didn't have a ticket for the order, and the man and his wife got so mad, the dude swings on the manager. His girl pushes him out of the way. They jump in a vehicle, hit another car getting away. Okay?
Serves them right.
So they finally realized, meaning the BK people, realized it was a mobile order. But they never gave a name for their mobile order. So they couldn't confirm whose order it was to fill the order. And that's pretty standard. If there's no name on the order, we're not filling it until you get here. Okay? It's just how it is. And so, end of the night, everything's on camera, of course.
Right.
And then at the end of the night, they had this missing order. And they were able to have the name of one of the people. Police were called and they were charged. Karma, instant karma.
That's right. Sometimes you get a front seat. Sometimes you get to drive the whole fucking bus, don't you?
Right. So it's like, when you go crazy, don't do it when they got all your information.
I know somebody that broke into an old lady's house and butt dialed 911.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Now they say that man lives somewhere in Louisiana in a love shack with a lady named Bertha.
Same person.
Same person.
Boy, they're going to get their own TLC show someday. For real. Okay, I know y'all can hear that. So if you're from Dayton, you already know it's that big thing that defies the laws of physics, that just does circles around the fucking city and can hold 40 tanks and 5,000 human beings, and somehow it can fly.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
What's it even called? It's a transport. I know you military.
C7.
Yeah.
C7.
It's gigantic. And for those of you that have never seen one of those things in action, it could probably, and this is not exaggeration, I don't
tickle
think,
the tits of a tree.
4 buses could probably fit inside of it.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Massive.
But we're next to the military base. When we first moved here, I didn't know there was it wasn't this same plane. There was another one that flew just like this one though.
Right, they have to get their hours in.
But it had it was like a silencer type thing, and you didn't know that it was there until like it was almost past you. So I smoked cigarettes back when we first moved here, like 16 years ago. And
you're like, what the fuck?
I'm standing out back letting the dogs go to the bathroom, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and all of a sudden I just see these lights come over the tree, and those fuckers fly low.
Oh!
And I'm like, scared the shit out of me. Of course, I go straight to Facebook. Oh my God, Becky, what the hell? Well,
and then everybody tells you.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, "Oh, where'd you move to?" And I told them, they're like, "You dipshit, you're literally right there on the outskirts of the."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I could literally throw a stone at the right path." So yeah, makes sense. But yeah, it did. It scared the living shit out of me. But yeah, you hear them coming now.
So on the opposite side of the spectrum, this person was very honest and was like, I freaked out on everybody once.
Oh, that's good that you can.
So, everybody know Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Skinny Lenny. Everybody absolutely loves him.
Hi, Brian.
I think Farchularts even knows him and likes him.
Is that does he work with you?
He's an old friend. I've known him since we were teenagers.
Oh, okay.
But he's also into the Juggalo scene back in the day a little bit. I think he had some friends, and I don't know how. But anyway,
I didn't never have
knows
jugs.
Everybody loves Brian. So he told them at Taco Bell, "Don't put me on drive-through, or I will flip out on people." And everybody knows Brian. He should just be on the make line, okay, or in the back.
I feel this so deeply.
Well, somebody pissed him off.
You warned him.
He punched the computer, frying the whole system. So he didn't just break his register. He broke everyone's register because he probably hit the main one that had the server attached to it.
But at least he didn't hit their customer.
Right. Well.
Oh, God. There's more.
Yeah, it's about to be like one of those BK videos from World Star back in the day. He threw a pan of beans at someone. If anybody has ever worked at Taco Bell, that's like throwing hot fucking lava at someone, and it sticks to you. Good luck trying to get that off before you get a 2nd-degree burn. Then he threw a stack of dirty trays.
I'm losing faith here,
at
Brian.
the customers in line. He snapped on them. I love that because
I wish I'd have been there.
Dude, it was just like, you talk about being done with your job. Okay, that story's a little long, but that was a good story. Here's a good one.
Yes, it is.
That's the one you already told, right?
No.
Okay, so...
No, I told a story of when my mother... This is my seeing somebody freak out story at a restaurant.
Yeah, let's just say this is a mom. I'm a
cop.
Okay, so we were standing in line at Golden Corral on Miller Lane. Mind you, this place could have its own fucking TV show. If you took every crazy person in the Dayton area and put them in one restaurant, it'd be the Golden Corral on Miller Lane. While waiting to pay, we noticed a rather portly gentleman sitting at his table with multiple plates. He was obviously arguing with his server over someone. Everyone locked eyes with this situation, but I couldn't really hear what was going on. I could just see what was happening. Next thing I know, the gentleman throws his hands up angrily, and the server takes 3 steps back like, oh! And the man just starts dumping all of his plates of food on the table for her to clean up. And as he's walking out the door, I screamed to him, grow the fuck up! That's some crazy shit.
Oh my gosh.
I wish you would have known why they were fighting.
Yeah, we ended up on the other side, like, and I'm nosy because I wish I would have asked. But I was like, I was stuck on stupid that
I have
this
seen
man,
so many fights there.
and this had to have been, I'll say 10 years ago. So I was in my mid 30s, and this guy had to have been in his 50s or 60s. You know, and I'm like, what the hell happened to you, sir, that you're so fucking angry?
I already know what it was.
They probably told him to get his fat ass out.
It was high blood sugar. He was having a high blood sugar moment from overeating.
He was having a moment of some sort.
When people have diabetes and they don't know it, they can get really angry when they overeat because it sends their blood sugar up to 300, 400. In most cases, a person would be put in the hospital if their sugar got that high. So I guarantee that's what it is. Because so many people, like I had I know there it is again. Remember, it did a circle. So that circle was getting all the way up to Vandalia, and now it's heading back down to Wright Path.
Yeah, so it goes around Vandalia and then Huber Heights, Riverside, and then wraps back around through like Fairborn and because our military base is over how many counties?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
It's probably Greene County, Montgomery County, Greene and Montgomery for sure.
For sure. I don't know what the other one. Yeah, it might just be 2. But anyway, so anything else we want to share before we shout out our sponsors?
Wow, we're probably about at an hour right now.
Yeah, I would imagine.
No.
Okay.
Who's our sponsor this week?
You were not going to believe this one, guys. We got the Pope to sponsor us. Oh, yes.
The Pope?
The Pope, the Catholic Pope.
Ooh.
From the Catholic Pope lands.
That's almost as good as the Dark Lord.
So, you know, if you're an important Pope, like the Pope himself, you drink from royal goblets. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, back in the days of yore, people had royal goblets. Okay, we didn't drink from...
This is my royal goblet.
That's his royal goblet. This is how the goblets have evolved over the decades.
Into coffee cups.
Right. But now, the Pope wants to keep the goblets very, very sacred. So he, for a limited time, for the month of September...
And he's working with the Franklin Mint. And you know how good that shit can be.
Right. With a certificate of the authenticity, you can own your own Pope goblet.
Look, I mean, that's pewter. That is fine pewter. Did you hear that? It thunked.
Yes. What you can do is several things with this. You can put your holy beverages in here.
You could sip it.
And sip it. You don't, this isn't a shot glass, guys. This right here, it's class.
This is an original serving size for
spirits. This is almost like if you chug from this or take a shot from this, that is like the equivalent of dragging an American flag on the ground and desecrating it.
Yeah.
So don't fuck around and find out.
Don't be
we'll
like
come
those
to your
flag
house.
desecrators.
We don't fuck around and find out. So anyway, you can do that. You can put holy water on it so when your niece gets possessed by the demons from having sexual relations in a haunted cemetery, you can be like, "Foul demon, be gone from Jew in the name of Pope
I rebuke you. I rebuke you.
In the name of the Pope of the Catholics.
In the name of Pocahontas.
And if you don't drink, you can just sit a fucking boiled egg on that sumbitch.
And it comes with a patina because it's been sitting in some weird storage facility underneath of the Vatican for 1,000+ years.
If you want to get fat again, drink your shit from the Vatican. Get the Pope Globe Goblet. The Pope Globe Goblet.
While supplies last.
While supplies last. The certificate of authenticity. Put the coupon code in the thing, Punk Unicorns 2024.
Oh, yeah. That's our code for 15% off.
Shipping.
Yeah. Because it's not free shipping. I mean, this is an heirloom thing.
Right, this is priceless. This is like the fucking blood diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a limited supply. We only made 4,000.
You can set this next to your precious moments and those weird carved family members that are like precious moments, but they don't have faces.
Or next to your shrine of John Stamos.
Yeah. Or, yeah. John Stamos. John Stamos has that. He was one of our first customers.
Don't you want to be
Their
like
first
John
customers.
Stamos?
I think you do.
I think you do. If every word I said could make you laugh, I'd talk forever. It's a John Stamos song from Full House.
Okay, I was going to be like, I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
If every word I said could make you laugh, we'd talk forever.
Oh, forever.
That's right.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'll still be happy loving you.
Bye, everybody. We love you. We love you long time.
To the Hala, see my titi.